Hey Enus, you want to shoot the Ares 22 RCU?
Hello, this is Uncle Jim. I hope you can hear me. I got the camera way up there so we can get all this in the picture. This is the Ares RCU 22 upper that goes on your Ruger 22 pistol lowers. And Cranky in the last video was kind of wondering what I shot in the sunset video. I've done a video on this before, but might as well do it again. So this is made by Ares Defense Systems in Melbourne, Florida, and they don't make these anymore. They used to make belt-fed uppers for your ARs, so they were a good quality company, and man, they really did a good job on this little guy. So you can take your Ruger MK2, MK3, or beyond, and just slap it on here using your same bolt and everything, and you have a carbine type barrel on it, which is super lightweight. It's a super thin, lightweight barrel, and it shoots like a dream. It's amazing. It's one of our favorites. My son loves this gun. So anyway, I'll show you what's kind of cool. Not only is it cool to be able to slap your lower on this, but it's just, there's something really cool about it. I don't know what it is. It's just so lightweight and fun. All right, so these came in two models, two different handguards. So I chose the smooth, but they had like a quad rail thing to attach stuff. I just like the smooth, and it's removable. You can change them. The barrel unscrews and comes out, so it's super easy to clean. Easier to clean than the pistol. All right, so I use my little 22 can on this thing, and it is super quiet. And I do have a video somewhere, I don't know where, I got deleted from YouTube, so anyway, let's take it apart. And this has a collapsible stock, so all you got to do is pull on the end of the stock to deploy it. You just snap it, you can just flick it, and it extends out in two positions, and that's why it stays legal. It can only go so short, and it was a serial number part, and that's why they could get away with that. All right, so let me put the stock back in. To put the stock in, you press this button here. All right, let's what's going on here? Oh, it wasn't all the way out. Okay. All right, so you slap that in there. Let's see, the chamber's cleared, and we'll take her apart here. Use your same bolt off of your pistol. All right, and this just comes off just like your pistol. And I have a little 22 patch on here because this particular lower is a little looser and my MK2 is tighter. So whenever I put it back together, I use a cleaning patch to make it tight. Tight. All right, the cool thing about this is it's got a super skinny barrel. And I don't know if we're in camera because this thing is so high off the ground, my camera. And the barrel comes out like that. So how easy is that to clean? There's your breech face, exactly like your Ruger pistol. Super easy to clean. All you got to do is run a patch through the tube here. It's hollow, doesn't get dirty, except for right around here like your pistol. Just run a patch through it, bing, bang, pow. I got a $20 cheapo red dot on here that has been on here for, I bought this about, I don't know, 10 years or so ago. And it weighs nothing. I should weigh this thing. It weighs nothing. So it's kind of like having your pistol with a rifle. All right. And this dot still works good. Except for you got to turn it up to 11 in the bright sun, like a lot of cheap dots. As far as dots go, always get one color. If you get red and green, you only get 5 of each on brightness. Always go with one color. You'll get full brightness. That's just my opinion. All right, so they did a really good job. They skeletonized everything. All right, it's got the little holes all the way through, and it is super lightweight. This is one of our favorites, and it's ridiculous how good it shoots with such a skinny barrel. So the company, so you can take that off too. And then I had it threaded, and the barrel was so skinny it had to have the shoulder on there, and my threader guy did an awesome job, and it was worth every penny because I've never shot it unsuppressed. Oops, that's backwards, fumbling. Okay, so let's put it back together. Say we cleaned it. And it has a detent right here. See the detent? So you can't mess up the alignment of your barrel to your breech. Okay? And then you only have to go hand tight. I'm sure the camera work sucks because my camera's way up in the air. Let me deploy the stock again. All right, so this is original MK or 2245. The first ones when they came out cost me $200 at a gun show, brand new, in the box, brand new. And so we'll put this back together. All right, we'll bring you in closer. It goes together just like your regular pistol. All right, shove that on, make sure your slide stop's down and your hammer is down. Okay. Now, this is where a lot of people get confused. Let me get my can out of the way. Maybe I can show you. You put your strut in up like this, okay? Now, newer ones have a mag disconnect, which is a joke. It probably is more dangerous than a non-mag disconnect, and you can fix that with washers or a kit. You can go to the hardware store and get little washers and anyway, enough ranting about that. I don't like the chamber indicators either. That screws them up, it gets dirty, and it fouls up your gun. It's less reliable, so they've screwed up the Rugers since the MK2 and the original 2245. All right, so a lot of people get really screwed up as far as taking these apart and putting them together. It's super easy. It's all about your strut. So I'm going to have to do a close-up in here because I have, yeah, let me do that. I got this stock in the way. Maybe I should do it on a pistol. Anyway, you got your little strut flapping in here. See that little strut right there? You want to make sure that's against the frame. Trigger pulled, whether you have a mag disconnect or not, you're going to have to put a magazine. On these, you don't. All right, so you want that strut laying against the frame. All right, and you put this straight up like this. If it doesn't want to go in, pull it out and redo it again. Pull the trigger, make sure that strut's against the frame. Now, you want that strut to fall into its happy place. See that? So you pull the trigger, and the strut is going into, see, right now it doesn't want to do that. See, this is good. I'm showing you this. This is wanting to pull out. All right. So, pull it out. Start over. Put this in here, strut against the frame. I'm glad I showed you that. If it wants to walk out, just do it again. All right. Now, let the strut fall over, pull the trigger, and that strut is going to roll with this. Okay, it's my safety down. That's why I wouldn't do it. I had the safety up, but it's good to show you guys. Okay, pull the trigger, and that strut is going to find its happy place with the mainspring. Your little flappy strut. All right, so against the frame, upwards, and then turn it upside down, pull the trigger, and let it go into its happy place. Now, some struts Ruger did were a little long, and I've had people bring them in, and they were all jammed up, and I had to show them how to do it. Now, the other thing you look for is at the very end, you want spring tension. If that just goes in without this spring tension, do it over again. Strut against the frame, upside down, strut finds happy place. It's that easy. So you put that in, rack it, done. That's all there is to these. People get all confused. Strut against the frame, upright. Turn it upside down, pull the trigger and let the strut fall into its happy place in the mainspring. Close it, and if you don't feel that spring tension a 1/4 inch away, do it again. You did something wrong. All right. So anyway, this has been with me for many years. The lower has been longer than that. This is the very first generation, and they were brand new at the time, and I wanted the 45 grip angle. Could have done a better job here, and then they later came out where you can put grips on them. But I like this. It's just too easy. No safety crap on it. Runs like a champ. And if your pistol runs good, it's going to run good with this Ares upper. So I guess that's it. And this one has a Volquartz and sear, then I stoned, and it's got a stop on the trigger, and it's got a 1.5 pound trigger. Okay, which has been safe for 10 years, and I trust it. It's good. Until next time, thanks for watching.